Allison. Nice
Hi,
to meet
Allison.
you.
I'm Bonnie Suri. I'm the speech language pathologist. Welcome to Suri's Speech.
Thank you.
Why don't you go ahead and sit down over there.
Okay.
Get yourself comfortable. How are you doing today?
I'm very good. How are you?
Doing well, thanks. So I understand you're here because you have some concerns about your son, Connor.
Yes.
And he's 13 months old?
13.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, today we will use one of my personal favorite tests. It's known as the Receptive Expressive Emergent Language Test, and it's the 3rd edition.
Okay.
And that will help us see where Connor is at developmentally.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Now, this, just to give you a little bit of background of this test, it is separated into 2 portions, expressive and receptive language. And it's just a series of questions that you need to answer with either a yes response or a no response, very simple.
Okay.
And it's based off of your observations of Connor, what you notice him doing, how he understands certain directions or things from you or other family members, as well as how he expresses himself.
Okay.
Okay, so why don't we get started?
Yes.
Great. Okay, Mrs. Bittinger, we're going to start off at the expressive language portion of the test. So again, just a yes or no response will be perfect.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Besides mama or dada, does your toddler say some words in the same way each time so that most people who hear him understand what those words mean?
Yes.
Does your toddler jabber sometimes for a long time, talking to toys and people throughout the day?
Yes, he does, and it's so cute.
Does your toddler frequently respond to songs or rhymes by vocalizing or trying to sing along or talk?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Can you tell from the way your toddler's voice sounds that he is asking a question?
No, I don't think so.
When your baby wants you to get something or to do something, does he not whine and cry but gesture and use a firm voice?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
When your baby vocalizes, do most of his expressions sound more contented or happy than angry or frustrated?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Does your toddler combine words with gestures to let you know what he wants or wants you to do?
Yes.
Do you sometimes hear real words while your toddler is talking?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Does your toddler greet and say goodbye to people with words such as hi and bye-bye, or with his own version of them?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Sometimes you aren't paying attention to an object, pet, toy, or person that your toddler wants you to notice. Does he ever comment to get you to pay attention to it?
No, I've never noticed that.
When your toddler talks with someone, does he often use real words along with motions or gestures?
No.
Do you notice your toddler often repeating or imitating words heard in conversation?
No.
Does your toddler label or have names for all of his favorite toys, foods, pets, or other objects?
No, not yet.
Does your toddler repeat or practice certain words he seems to like?
No.
Okay, Mrs. Bittinger, we're done with the expressive language portion. Now we'll move on to the receptive language, okay?
Okay.
So again, just yes and no.
Okay.
When someone asks your toddler to do simple things like give me 5 or show me your nose, does your toddler do it?
Yes.
When someone talks to your toddler, even for a long time, does your toddler listen and seem interested?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
When someone asks your toddler to say words we associate with social routines, such as say bye-bye or can you say hi to grandpa, does your toddler comply?
Yes.
Does your toddler appear to understand new words each week?
Yes. Yes.
Can you tell that your toddler usually recognizes the moods of most speakers? Examples, sad versus happy, serious versus humorous.
Yes, I would say so.
Does your toddler point to many different objects or pictures of objects when someone names them?
No.
Does your toddler carry out a two-step request like, please go to your room and bring back a diaper, or pick up your ball and give it to me?
No.
When you announce familiar routines such as snack time or bath time, does your toddler seem to anticipate what is going to happen?
Yes, he does.
When someone names major body parts such as hands, legs, feet, and nose, does your toddler point to these on his own body?
Yes.
If you talk to your toddler about a toy that is in another room, does he know what you mean?
No, I wouldn't say so.
When someone asks your toddler to name things such as animals, toys, or things to wear, does he tell you specific examples?
No.
Does your toddler enjoy listening to nursery rhymes, finger plays, or songs?
No, he doesn't.
Does your toddler pause during conversation and wait for the other person to comment on what he has just said?
No, he doesn't.
When someone tells your toddler to do things using action words such as jump, throw, run, or swing, and without using gestures, does he perform the actions?
Yes.
Does your toddler follow such commands as give it to her, let him have it, or show it to them?
No.
When someone gives your child a 3-part command, does she or he complete all 3 tasks? For example, please go to your room and get your shoes and bring them to me.
No.
Do you notice that every day your child seems to recognize the meaning of more and more new words?
No.
Does your child understand the meaning of most objects and actions you talk about or show him in pictures?
No.
When asked to pick out one object from a group of 5 different objects, such as a ball, a book, a crayon, a teddy bear, and a penny, does your child pick the right one?
No.
Okay, Mrs. Bittinger, we are done with the receptive language portion, so that means that we are done with the test.
Okay.
So I will go ahead and score the test, interpret the results, and then we can schedule a time for you to come back in same time next week.
Yes, that works.
Okay, great. And then we will move on from there.
Okay.
Thank you so much for coming. It was an absolute
Thank you, Bonnie.
pleasure meeting you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, take care. Thanks.